when the church decides who you should marry. Some pastors are giving it a shot. Listen carefully. Our pastor told my man to leave me and marry one of his church daughters. My name is Jane. I've been dating my man for 5 years. He asked me out when he had nothing and I was roasting corn in our street. He was my everyday customer. He is a graduate of a known school while I have just WEC. Al accepted to date him because he was godly and kind even though he doesn't have. He used to live in a face me I face you compound. Sometimes I give him all the money I made for the day so he can sort out 1 or 2 for himself. Finally, in our 4th year of courtship, God blessed him so well beyond our imagination. He rented a 3-bedroom apartment, bought a car, and furnished his house. He actually rented the house in another street very close to a big known church. He didn't reduce his love for me. He doubled his love and care for me. He stopped me from selling roasted corn. I moved in with him and he promised to open a hair business for me. He told me to give him time to finish a project. One Sunday morning, he said we will start attending the church very close to the house. He's a very godly guy that likes things of God. When we got to church, the newcomers were told to stand for recognition, and we did. They welcomed us and told us to wait for Daddy Gio to see us after service. After service, we waited and the Papa spoke with us and he told my man to join the protocol department because he's tall and huge. As for me, I joined ushering department. We became very active in going to church and church activities. Because my man will always come out to support every church project and all that, he was known to be a big man. He bought a new car, and it was dedicated in church. That day, Daddy Gio said he will come with some members to know where he stays. My guy told me not to come home immediately so they won't know we're cohabiting. He gave me money to pay for a room in one hotel and cool off till he calls. Around 7 p.m., I was already sleeping because this ushering job is tiring and all that. I was tired after the service. My guy called. I picked the call and he told me the pastor and some members just left. I left the hotel immediately and went back home. He was telling me stories of how everything went. Mark, my guy, is such an open man. That same night, he told me it's time to open the hair business for me. Showed me his chat with his friend that would ship in the goods. After 3 days, our Daddy Gio called him to come to the office. He left everything he was doing and went to meet him in the church office. When my man came back, Al asked him why pastor called him. According to him, he said the pastor told him it's time for him to get married. I told the pastor I'm engaged already to a lady that has been there for me when I was suffering. The pastor said as his son that he would love me to marry one of his daughters that will draw me more closer to God. The pastor told me that he only called me to pass the message. God instructed him to tell me. He mentioned one lady in the choir department. My man said, when my man finished, asked him what he thinks. He said this is the first time God is giving him a prophecy. I told him not to reason that. 3 months later after church service, I was waiting for Mark to come out. I waited for long, then I decided to stylishly go inside the church. As I got inside, I saw my man with the lady in choir that pastor told him about. They were talking, laughing, and seriously having fun. And my heart was just crying. When they finished, he decided to drop her at her place. I was already inside the car. He told me to please move to the back seat. With shame, I came down, went to the back seat. The girl sat in front. I started imagining who he told the lady that LAM to him. My guy took her to her house and we left. When we got home, asked him why he embarrassed me that way. He became angry and told me he's tired of cohabiting, that he's tired of living like a married man when he's not married. That same night, he gave me money to go rent an apartment. He gave me $500K. He told me to get a place. I took the money with a broken heart. I rented an apartment, and after church service, it became difficult for me to have time with my man. He's always seen with the choir sister after service. One day, I called him and asked him what is happening to us. I told him how the whole church, even my departments, are talking about his relationship with the sister in choir. He said he doesn't want to disobey the prophecy from the pastor. I asked him the meaning of that. He said we should end this relationship, that he wants to get married and start a family. My heart was beating so fast I cried and cried. I asked Mark what will happen to me. He said I should move on with my life. I promised myself to go see the pastor just to tell him Elle was the lady Mark told him about. When I got to pastor's office, I told him how far I've come with Mark. I told him everything. The pastor said the word of God can't be broken. The next Sunday during announcement, Mark, my guy in the sister in choir, was asked to come out as next people to wed. The date was set and all that. That was the day I stopped going to that church. I heard their wedding was talk of the town. It would have been my day, but life happened. Let God judge. If this spoke to your heart, subscribe and stay inspired.